Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kendall here, and is bringing you the third episode of the much anticipated DozlaCast. And I'm here with my usual cohorts and accomplices in my antics and shenanigans. And I'll start with your fellow administrators. You have Daniel and Beatrice, so say hello.
Hello there.
Hello, guys.
And
Oh,
then
you might know me as Nana, so whatever.
Logan,
Yes,
are you
Beatrice-
here? Are you here,
Beatrice
Logan?
has a secret life to avoid.
I'm here, though I
Alan
might
Mother.
leave to hide my head in shame.
Oh, okay. Evan, are you here as well? Terry Hesticles. Okay. He says yes, he can't
Oh, he
talk.
can't talk.
Okay, well, stay beta, nerd. All right,
I'm
Brennan,
the one
Brennan,
who
are
started
you
that.
here? Are you with us?
Yes, I am.
All right. So, what we're going to talk about today, because everyone seems to be asking about it, and everyone has all these dumb questions, and we always have these opinions on the new Fire Emblem game, and we have a lot to talk about. So, going with the haphazard topic list that we have with us, we have the issue of Fire Emblem 13 class caps, weapon types, what we think they should be, and what do you think Intelligent Systems is going to do with them. I won't start on this because I don't know much about what has been revealed and what hasn't, so someone else can start off, and then I'll give my opinion, I guess.
I think we should start on character design because personally, aside from the fact that I am actually pretty happy that they do have one black character, I'm
There's
really
two.
annoyed with
There's
the
two,
character
actually.
designs.
Well,
I don't know, that's
Well, I'm getting, I don't like some characters' designs, like Cologne the Knight. I think his armor is beyond stupid. But so far, I like Frederick, I like Sumia, I don't really like Sorie, can't really say much on the other characters. Maribel looks like she's out to go to a picnic, that's pretty much. And Velvet looks like a furry. And
Some of the characters, just from the design, I mean, I'll say this right now, I don't approve of the art style, I don't like it. I haven't liked it since the beginning, but it just from an objective point of view,
you get used to it.
Yeah,
I think actually the main thing that's bugging me is that I really liked the artwork they had for Fire Emblem 6 upward to like 10.
Well, 6
I
was
really
horrible,
liked the way.
well, the
I would
official,
say 7.
Even
the official
then-
art for 6 was absolutely terrible. 7 was good, up until about
Like
FE10
7,
was definitely my favorite. That was I think the best overall, but
but it had a really
Well,
design
I
to it
know-
because it didn't look too anime. It didn't look too
it looked,
realistic.
It had a realistic anime touch to it. It's kind of hard to explain, but for me, the characters themselves, they look like they're kind of drawn by the artists who drew like Pokemon. Honestly, like especially some of the
Yeah.
female
Like
characters.
Ken Sugimori.
It just
they
looks
really
childish.
do.
No, and what I think is really awkward that they're gonna do is that the DLC characters are not gonna be redrawn in this style. So you're gonna have a character in like the NES Fire Emblem 2 style, Clea, next to somebody from Fire Emblem 13 style, because apparently the newest information said you pretty much keep their old artwork. So you're gonna see Aira and Ines and Clea next to these new people, and it's gonna be really awkward, I find. But
Yeah, I don't know. I think like, and even if they did, I think the old art styles are probably better than the new ones. There's something about it
for 2, like
that just
what I'm
is
really
very
scared
forced.
about is like the characters in 2, because they look very weird. If you guys have ever seen the art style in 2, it's
Very
Yeah.
little,
really bad.
but
Like considering that Alm's hair color changes from blue to green, like in different pictures and different parts of the game, you're
It's
like,
magical seaweed,
what?
Beatrice.
yes, I kind of had to like live with that now. It's magical
And
seaweed
I'm not-
of mystery.
and I'm not completely sure, but do we have confirmation that the masked person who people even believe is female, is that Marth, or do we know 100% if that's him or not?
Okay. So far, if you go on their website, you see that this. They say the lines I think are this person calls themselves Marv, but they sound like a woman. So I'm
Yes,
kind
the
of
official
like I don't know what's
line
going on with that.
spoken
I don't
is,
know
"I am
what's their
Marth
plan
Sama,"
because
but
my
that's
personal
what-
thoughts are that this is Marv traveling in time, but I've heard already theories that this might be a pretending to be Marv, or this might be an ancestor of Marv pretending to be Marv. Or
Well, isn't what's
a
his
bunch
face? Isn't the main character?
or Ellis having a personality disorder.
Yeah, I had thought that Crom was supposed to.
Yeah,
be
'cause it
He's
seems-
important enough to be like right next to the main character in the thing. So yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
think
saying,
he's almost a main.
what's interesting is that if it is Marth, I don't know what Chrom or Chrome's place will be, because if you look at him, he looks like he'd be a descendant of Marth, and I think they even say he was a descendant of some king that defeated the evil dragon, which I'm assuming that's Marth.
Well, they mentioned two
Because-
dragons. They'd say two lines and the whole two falchions thing. I don't know. They got some sort of weird mirror trick going on.
Yeah, it almost seems like an alternate reality
Yeah.
type deal going on. But
I also want to kind of
I
put
want to
this
throw my
out, like
incest
just
idea back on the table that Marth is going to be a woman who ends up being Crom's half sister or some weird shit.
all right,
Well, I don't
I
think it's
honestly
gonna be
think
half
that,
sister
like-
because he already has two sisters, like two legit sisters. So it's like I don't really think that it would be a half sister. I think it's either
Or a
it looks
cousin.
like a descendant of Marv. Like that's what it's either Marv himself traveling through time to Elsie, or it's Marv's descendant.
I'm just explaining what the plot would be if this was Fire Emblem 4. That's all.
all right, Logan. what
one
were
thing
you
I
gonna say?
also want to just kind of like add is that I think that they should not have another Marth game, just because Marth's stories, like, it's been told. We don't need another one on this continent. I'd rather see an original story like Complete New Nation than I would
It's been told twice.
Hashing of Marth or that country. Like, he's got enough.
I
mean, I'd rather
concur.
see a sequel to Fire
I
Emblem
concur
8.
completely.
I honestly don't think I'm going to actually play this game because
Nor am I.
I don't want to get a 3DS. The artwork looks stupid. I don't want to have to download any extra content because I think that's actually one of the stupidest things ever. And I love the series. I'm probably not going to play this game. I'll play Mass Effect instead.
Good choice. I think I would actually play it. I think we talked about it earlier. If they had a list of all the characters that were going to be in it, like DLC wise, complete list, and Kent was one of those characters, or Pent, or someone else I think was incredibly badass and awesome, I'd probably buy it. Do I feel like spending?
What about Percival, who you said
Well.
you know?
Well, I think that'd be a big draw, but it's because I don't know what else I'd play else on the 3DS. I don't think I want to spend $180 on a system and then pay $40, $35 for a game, and that's it. I don't know. And then money for extra content, which I don't think should even have to be paid for. I think if they're already announcing it, it should just be on the cartridge already.
I also think that they shouldn't try to connect all the stories of the other Fire Emblems and all of the timeline. Like, I just really think that, like, we don't need that. Fire Emblem stories are all independent of one another. They may be on the same continent, but in different times. They may not be. Either way, though, they're independent stories, and they should stay that way. That's my opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think, like, if you think about it, like, it always seems like people want to find ways to connect every story because they all like each and every one of them. And it just seems like something that comes up in fan fiction or something that people come up with, and then when you're like, hey, this idea might actually come into practice, and then nobody likes it because it's convoluted and kind of dumb. Unless it was established in the beginning. Because they're all established as a separate story from the beginning.
Wait to call it dumb until I actually see how they do it. Like, there is a small way that it works. So, well, I guess I'll wait until to see like what I really think about it.
I think realistically, if they wanted to add some characters from other games, the one that it would be most realistic to do would be Ike and either Ranulf or Soren, just because they leave Tellius due to actual canon inside their game. And maybe if we establish that there's another continent out there, which is where this happens, there could be a story with Ike and, let's say, Marth. Like, that could happen. But
Well, even do you think they might just be like?
Well, I think that there's a problem. Like, Ike and Soren makes sense, and Marth actually makes sense if you get the bad ending. But the thing is, they want you to get the good ending. So making Marth go there without making you get the bad ending for Fire Emblem 12 is kind of stupid. Because the bad ending is almost like them asking, it's pretty much Marth wanting to leave. His country gets destroyed. So essentially he has the choices of staying in his country and being destroyed, or somehow magically being transported to another world to get help, which is probably going to be what they're going to go with. Which is stupid because it's a bad ending, not the good ending.
Well, I want to point out that they've done slight crossovers before. Like, didn't they have Est or whatever and Gaiden? Like, they connect
weren't those? I thought
those continents together.
Wasn't FE1 and FE2 on the same
is the
continent?
same world
Yeah.
as Arcania.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
It's not same continent, but they're like
Same.
kind of Europe and Asia, so it's like you can easily go from one to the other.
Right.
Well,
so my guess is they're gonna do some sort of like warp portal, or they're gonna suddenly decide.
Okay, maybe they're not connected like Europe and Asia, but it's like they're close enough that you can go by boat.
I'm almost positive.
Yeah, like a portal that you can, like, this portal has to be able to time travel and space travel. And Jugdral is also in the same continent, which is really, really wrong, because if this is the same continent as Jugdral, which is also the same continent as Arcania, that means that Jugdral should be about, like, 1,000 years into the future, which means it's not medieval time anymore. They have guns, they have actual buildings, they have steam power. So I don't know how they're going to keep it in this. Yeah, like, I don't know how they're going to keep it in the same continent, like, same area, if it's also going to be in that world.
I think the
big thing is that they shouldn't.
All right.
On the same continent. These are separate stories.
Yeah, to me, I think what they're going to do, and what they'd be intelligent to do, is like every single game, at least the more modern ones within the past 5-10 years, or, well, okay, definitely 5-10 years, have had like bonus maps and trial maps. I honestly think that or like a multiplayer component, that's where the DLC characters will come in directly. I don't, because if they're downloadable, I don't think they can be added on to the story. Is a big part of the story.
They actually can. Let me try to find the newest Famitsu issue. Actually, I think mentioned that you can use the DLC characters outside like normal battles, which is what I'm wondering right now.
I feel like even if you do though, they won't have any impact on the story whatsoever. They'll just kind of like they probably won't have any dialogue lines outside of like maybe base conversations.
Yeah, probably. They're probably just gonna be like most characters from 11 like that.
Yeah, like I think they'll
just
be
have a random
and they'll have like they'll have banter with the other characters perhaps, but they won't actually be, it'll almost be like a cameo type thing. They won't actually be in
yeah, it's probably gonna be like that
sense, like they won't actually be involved in the game.
I'm
okay with that. with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. They just shouldn't be talking with Marth and Croc.
No, they should.
But now talking about recurrent characters, Anna, what do you guys think about her?
You know what? I like that. I think I like it. I like the idea because it's something I think. Well, I mean, I've always thought about it. I'm like, well, why hasn't she been a playable character like in the game? Because she's in every single game, but this game seems to be taking a lot of drastic steps to make it different and approachable. So giving something like that, I think, to appease the longtime fans is definitely. I think it's interesting. I want to see how they pull it off because it's something that I've thought about.
Yeah, I want to see what her class does. Like, what does the Trickster class do, and what relation do they have with the RNG goddess, which Anna apparently is by a lot of fans.
Yeah,
I think she should just stick in her normal role. Honestly, I don't like so much, so I think that she should just stay as the tutorial lady and not do anything, because otherwise this is starting to feel less and less like a Fire Emblem game, and I don't like that. I like the way that things kind of were.
But
they already made Jake playable, so they might as well do Anna. That's my thoughts on it.
Yeah,
this time Jake should take the secret shops and Anna should be playable, because they did it in Shadow Dragon. They made Jake playable, so might as well make her playable for once. I just think that recently they've just been taking too many steps in a direction that I don't particularly like for a Fire Emblem, which means that it might actually mark the time when I stop playing the newer games from it, especially they're releasing it on a bunch of consoles that I don't have any other interest in getting. So
yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of being optimistic at this point, but honestly, I don't see myself.
That's because Nintendo's moving forward.
Yeah, I just don't see I'm not too thrilled about it. I like a lot of the ideas that they're putting forth. I just don't know if it's enough to keep me interested to buy the system and be really excited about the game like everyone else is. And it feels weird because I am excited for it and I want to see what they do, but I don't know if I'm willing to commit to that yet. It's a difficult situation because I obviously love the series. And
I'm really, really excited because I have a 3DS and I want games for it. I really want games for it.
I don't. See, that's the thing with me is I don't know if I want to drop $180, basically $200.
Well, just...
Quick point. Kendall always says he isn't going to buy a certain game. Case in point, Modern Warfare 3. But he caved and bought it the day it came out. But please continue your discussion.
I'm just saying, I don't know if I want to buy a whole new system for it. If I get one eventually, I'll buy it, obviously.
Give him time.
Well, maybe get a used 3DS just to play the game and then sell it again. I don't know.
I'm just gonna yoink my brother's 3DS. I don't need to buy the system. I'll just use his.
I don't have a little brother to yoink off of, unfortunately.
My big brothers
You
don't.
have a big brother to yank off.
Yeah, my brother doesn't really play video games, so.
Why would you yank off your brother to begin
Yoink.
with? Really
Yoink, not yank. Yoink.
Okay. He just plays his guitar the whole day and does nothing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, big brother, yoink.
Alright, so, Brennan, I want to ask you in particular, since we haven't heard that much from you yet, what are your opinions on where they're going with the direction of the game?
I like some new aspects of the game going on, but I think some of them are a little unoriginal, like the Velvet Lady there is like with the Beast Stones. That's kind of like ripping off the Lagoos and the Mamakoots from the previous games by being able to transform into a bunny.
I think she's
Bunnies
blatant
aren't
fan
Yeah, I was just gonna
service.
say that's blatant fan service.
She's
Like
fan service.
you have
yeah.
one, you're appeasing
A bunny.
furries and I don't know, you're appeasing furries. That's
I don't
pretty
know.
much it. Yeah.
And pedophiles. This game is appeasing so many pedophiles. I mean, look at Liz. Look at so many of the characters. They look like they're like 6 years old.
They can yiff
We
to their
don't.
heart's
Yeah, like-
content. Yeah.
Liz looks like she's 12. Her best friend looks like she's like 12, 13. Maribel really scares me. Like, she has an umbrella in the middle of a battlefield. It's like, do you really want to get killed, like, now? Or
I don't want to play as a little kid. If I'm going to play a video game, I prefer playing as, like, generally speaking,
I
adult-ish.
know,
Yeah, you like playing as Commander
Like-
Shepard. That's what you like to play as. You like to play as a badass.
like that My Unit that has boobs that Alex really liked and went crazy
Yeah.
over.
Yeah, I guess you would like that one the most.
Alex, those boobies are for you. You go get them, bro. We miss you in your absence
Hooray
tonight.
for-
Hooray for the
Oh.
boobies.
Hooray for the
I
boobies.
miss, we miss you, Alex. I'm cold without you. Like, I'm wearing a jacket because you're not here.
For anyone who doesn't get it, you'll never understand, and you
Never.
never ever. But
Never.
I still don't get.
that's probably a good thing.
Yep,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
It's okay, Beatrice. He can be replaced.
Probably a good thing. Just be glad you get it.
Yeah. We.
It's one of those things where you either get it or you don't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Same with lizard pooping.
But, like,
Which-
Alex is
Which when you take it out of context, just
here
does
and I'm
not
wearing a
sound
jacket.
right.
That's pretty much it, because I'm cold.
I was afraid my
Just-
parents would see me.
Hey, leave him alone. That's my friend.
Sorry.
I will come over and kill you. I'll kill you, you bastard.
Don't diss the Prince of Cold Air, guys.
Oh man,
Wait,
those
you're
are
not supposed
hopping
to say
lyrics.
bastard. It's supposed to be dastard.
Yeah,
because of
dude.
Sigurd,
I
remember?
kill you, you bastard.
Dastard.
Oh Lord.
Man, all right, Alex. Much love. We miss you,
I
bro.
think I get the gist. No eggy.
No, you probably don't. I don't think you're old enough to get it yet.
Yeah.
Might take.
He's
Might,
my son, for those who are wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I remember that.
Definitely regret that decision.
My
I
opinion
don't blame you.
on FE, whatever number this is,
13.
13.
13.
Okay.
Unlucky number
Great Evans
13.
thing. All right, go for it.
It's shit. It's not coming to America. Everyone needs to get over it and move on with their lives. And everyone needs to occupy against BioWare and let them know we're not satisfied with this ending. I'd slam my fist, but I'd probably flip my laptop doing it.
You've got a lot of rage inside you, don't you?
You didn't notice that before?
He was always so happy.
Happy.
I don't know what changed. I think it's because he's hanging out with Kendall.
I have a way of making people feel worse about themselves.
Why can't it be as pro as Kendall?
Really not that professional. Just give him a piece of lettuce.
Alright,
and shit
now
his
let's get
pants.
back into the topic a little.
Hey, Liz.
What DLC characters do you guys want? Let's start with Kendall.
All right. Well, if you know me,
Ike,
yeah.
Kent.
All right.
Kent.
Percival, and Pet.
God. All right. Let me.
Percy!
Well,
Percy!
that's pretty much it.
That's pretty much it. Anyone but Rolf, and I'm pretty much good,
Percy,
honestly.
Ike, and Kent. That's it.
Like my main ones that I like to see, because I mean, obviously
Wait,
Ike would
what
be
about Gordon and his little brother?
I hate all the I hate archers in general. If you put any archers in that game from other games, they've already put one in there,
It's too late.
so I'm already pissed off. But
That needs.
the fact that Rolf, I hope to God he's not in there. But yeah, my main.
What about Ryan? Have you been seeing Ryan's picture?
No.
Let me. Ryan. Fire.
My main things, if Pent's in the game, that'd be.
Okay, now who else?
And then Kent would be cool. Those my top 3 would be Kent, Pent, probably Percival.
I know you, Kendall. Say Raven.
Yeah, Raven as well is pretty cool. I know everyone. I know most people here don't like Raven, especially Logan hates him with a passion.
Raven's a douchebag.
Well,
there's
Why
just
do you think Kendall loves him? Duh.
to him.
well, it's in the vein of Shinnon for me. He's an asshole, and I think that's why I like him. Not to the same extent of cold-hearted.
Well, no, Shinnon's Shinon's
So
better
you're saying
than.
you like asshole? Wow. Anyways,
But yeah, those are my.
I had to kill that
Those
conversation.
are my top 3.
All right. Okay. Logan,
Yes.
say your top 5 characters you want to be in this game. As DLC.
Okay, I'd like Shinon to be in there simply because he's really amusing.
Top 5
Well, actually,
characters.
Clarine. Clarine's hilarious.
Yes.
I'll also go probably Joshua and Lucius because Lucius is also really funny.
All right. Beatrice.
Also Bolug
Alright,
without shirt.
Anyone else?
Bolug so long
I
as
already
he is not
have
wearing a
Ira,
shirt.
So I'm very.
All right,
pleased.
and then I'll say.
I would like Oliver, Ike,
Why?
Oliver again, Oliver a third time with a costume, Oliver with Kendall's head on it, and Ashnard with Kendall's face on it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. My characters would probably be. You guys know me. So it's gonna be Alice, Percival, or. Okay. Alice, Percival, Sirius, Zeke, but he's the same person, so Sirius and Zeke is the
You can
same
just put him in there
person, I don't
twice.
know.
Put him in there twice.
Joffrey and Kent. Sure, put him in there twice and make him talk with himself. That would be lovely. And make comments come in there as we're at it and just be talking 3 of them at once, and that would be a very confused scene probably, but oh well, that would be fun to watch.
So we pretty much
And
just
Daniel,
want the attractive
you have
blonde
anything
guys
to
to
say?
talk to each other.
Yeah.
European blondes.
All right.
Alright, well, they already have Ira in there, so I'm very, very happy. Because she's an awesome sword master. I would like Soren and/or Levin, favorite wind mages. Ike would be awesome. And if I were to pick one from each game, Rutger and/or Clarine, like Logan said. Don't really know who I would put in from 7, really. Ephraim, because he's a baller. He's the entire reason to play Sacred Stones, basically.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't say that. We're forgetting someone very important here.
Who is?
Dozla!
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, right. Wow, blasphemy on my part.
Oh yeah, we forgot.
I was waiting for one of you guys to say it because I figured you'd be better than that.
Given that.
This is what I get for thinking on my feet.
Hey Logan,
Well,
check the
that's
comments real
he's a
quick.
given.
Smooth move, everyone.
Oh God.
Yes, this is the best picture I've ever seen ever. This is just
Okay, we need to put this in the comment section of the video so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We'll put
Let me
this as a
guess. You want me to
video
put
this
you
time
want me to
around.
put that as the picture that the whole thing goes with? That's not gonna happen.
Evan, best DLC
Yes.
idea ever.
Yeah.
Wait, do you want
Skipped over me for
your
deals.
picture in Fem Mark's body? Because we can do that too. You know, put somebody's picture in Fem Mark's body and be like, that's our topic because we're
All
talking
right.
about Fem Mark.
If you give me the one
how
of
weird-
me on Ashnard's body, I will put those two as the thumbnail for the video. Okay. If you really want me to, I'll do it.
Do it. Seriously, do it.
Yeah, do it.
Yep.
All right. You'll get your blatant fan
Got it.
service, everyone. You can see me photoshopped crudely onto people's bodies. I know you want them to look like me. I will not doubt you for it. So
Listen here, damn it! I take pride in my photoshopping. You know
I
what?
actually might use that GIF that you made of me, you, and Alex as well.
Making it
Oh
rain.
god, that's epic.
Buddy!
You have to get my picture of me with my glasses though, otherwise it won't be as good.
That's too much work.
Go back to
This is a
8th
prime example of
grade.
how sidetracked we get, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's kind of says a lot about us. we
It
don't.
means we
Can't
love
talk
each
about
other.
We're not the man with the plan. We have the plan, but the plan never works.
Hey, we talked about the plan for a good amount of time. I am proud of what we accomplished, guys.
Okay. Uploading.
All right, bro. Give me your DLC choices. Stat.
Okay. A whole city user, either Levin or City, it doesn't really matter. Alice, because he's awesome. Let's see. Canis from Fire Emblem 7 would be cool. Be more dark magic. I'll go with Har from Fire Emblem.
Oh, that's a
10.
good one.
Yeah. Seeing as Power Hungry Fool is just brought up in the chat box, I'll say Oliver. And
I hate you.
and
It's too beautiful
Ike.
for words.
Ike was
Ike is good.
yeah. Rolf, no.
Yeah, anyone who says Rolf, get out. You ain't ready, brother. But
Shit on.
Stay in here so we can, like,
Wait, what if we
phone
say
the
Ryan?
police. I think that they'd want to take you to sex offender jail.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say Ryan. No. Looks too much like Rolf for me. Rolf.
Ryan is pretty much baby Rolf. He's even younger because he's the little brother of Gordon, who is Rolf.
Giggles.
So it's like baby Rolf, even more baby, with a
Yeah,
brother.
hell.
So it's two of them. You feel like killing
does
both
he
of them. At
exist?
least I do. Like, they're so annoying. And guess what? Eggy used them. Eggy actually used this.
This is why
and he's not there to defend himself.
Eggy, you dastard!
Oh,
I kill you,
Okay.
dastard. Man, fireman insults are quite good.
Yeah.
Dolt, that's another good one. Basically, Craven Kerr. You're forgetting Craven Kerr.
Craven Kerr.
Craven Kerr. And it's just like,
Moldy onions.
oh yeah. Didn't Marcia say that? I feel like that was Marcia. I can't remember. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised.
I think so too.
You think they might make a DLC trio full of the three unrelated Peg Knights, but being their own different trio?
I think that would be fun.
I'd like to see Marcia, and then probably Fiora because she's perfect, in my opinion. And then who else would be pretty?
Your pairing.
I don't know. I like those two because Marcia's annoying, so at least they have to put somebody annoying in the game, and I don't like Marcia that much. So.
We could go with Tana because she's got a really short skirt.
Ooh, I think Tanith is cool though. Not just Tana, but she'd be okay. But Tanith, I think, is a track. I like her. Nobody else likes her because I think she's
Only
a man.
because you crushed that FE9
Well,
draft
sorry.
with her.
Sorry that I
I
drafted
like
like a boss.
You should be sorry for that.
Played through Fire Emblem 9.
Wait, you haven't?
I have used Tanith the first time I played through it.
Yeah, and Tanith is a godsend in that game. She's really so good.
Yeah, it's like, give me meat shields.
And I didn't even
I'll
use
go kill.
that stupid Sonic sword that she had. It was But I mean, I know I've kind of seen like some of the earlier videos, and they have the that whole explanation or that whole like preview of the support combat system thing they have going on, like that whole
2 units attack.
yeah.
What do you think of that?
Like, well, I like it, I guess. I mean, it's okay. I think it's kind of tacked on, but it makes sense. I mean, if you're supporting, why not have 2 units attack at once if they're directly next to each other? But what do you think that'll do for the difficulty of the game, though? Like, do you think that'll make it easier or harder? Like, in general, I don't know how hard the game's gonna be with all these cool new features. And like, does it have?
They've got the world
Okay,
map
somehow-
feature from Sacred Stones. So
Do they have like
if they were-
multiple settings for difficulty too? I mean, I hope, but at least having a hard mode.
I think having
Well,
multiple settings would be like pretty much the only thing that they could do to make this game even slightly redeemable. I'm really annoyed with it.
I think they are. Well, because they said the casual's coming back, so it's obvious that yes, they want to at least bring it back, the casual mode, because so at least they're gonna have that. And after the latest Fire Emblems have been having like 5 difficulties or more leveled if you count reverse lunatic and everything, and they go from everything from being stupidly easy to being impossible. So, I guess that they have to put difficulty levels in this one, especially because they said they're going to take everything that's good in every Fire Emblem and put it into one, which
It's going to be
Including-
terrible.
including bunnies, because bunnies came from all the other Fire Emblems.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I had this really like funny. It led into a funny thing because I accidentally said, "Okay, think of this. Fire Emblem 2 had 1 to 5 ranged bows. Fire Emblem 4
Which are
had the
awesome.
most broken bows ever. So if you join those 2 together, 5 ranged Itchfall. How cool is that?
Everything dies.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep, everything will die.
Can't run away from me. Pretty much.
Oh.
I used to play as a sniper class, but then I took an
Yeah.
arrow to the knee.
But they said that they're gonna bring.
What are they?
Delayed
Wait, what are they bringing back?
Well, I forgot what I was about to say now. Okay, let's talk about whatever you guys want. Let's see.
Well, I actually have to step out
I mean,
now,
yeah.
so it's good joining you guys. So carry on the DozlaCast without me.
Right.
And you're on.
See ya,
All right,
Daniel.
bye bye. Bye bye, DRP.
Lotta.
All right, guys. Just so you know, we had a little bit of an issue there with when the recording cut off, and turns out we actually didn't continue along with the Fire Emblem portion of the segment. So that part is officially over for FE, the Fire Emblem related stuff. But afterwards, we have a non-Fire Emblem related segment. Mostly everyone else kind of left, so it was only a few people left, including myself, just talking about some random things. So, you know, if you want to give that a listen as well, you know, just for curiosity's sake, then go ahead and do that. And I just want to thank you guys for listening, and hopefully we'll be able to come back and make another one soon. So, thanks.